Hello, my name is Biernacki, and I am honored to be helping you. I am a special education teacher in a Catholic school on the south side of Chicago. I teach and work with kids from preschool through 8th grade. We talked about the schedule and setting expectations. Another piece of it is using checklists, even the little ones. And I do have an assignment checklist that we can share with you. Again, it's totally customizable to use it for your child, but I'm going to share with you what my parents are telling me, that it's really hard, even with Google Classroom, to keep track of all the assignments. So your child might have a social studies class and they have to go into that Google Classroom, and then they have to go into math class, and then somebody else is posting it to their blog, and it gets overwhelming and confusing very quickly. So if you have a checklist where you have your student write down the assignments, and then what day is that assignment due? And did I finish it? And what day did I finish it? And then did I submit it? Because you would be surprised how many times students finish assignments but then forget to submit them to their teachers. And again, we'll get more into that on Google Classroom. But a checklist is super important. Keeps them organized. Help involve them in the decision-making process. So one day, one of your third grader might say to you, I really don't want to do math right now. I want to do social studies right now, and then I'll do math later. That's fine. That's fine. Give them a choice in which tasks. You know what the tasks are. If they have their list, let them choose which tasks should come first or come last. Or they might say to you, I'm going to skip my break right now because on the schedule, they have breaks in the schedule so that they're not sitting there for too long a period of time. But they may say to you, I'm right in the middle of this assignment. I'm doing really well. I'm going to skip my break and I'm going to add it on to my next break. Fine, let them do it. Let them feel like they have some control over the situation, right? Try to give yourself some time with each child. Yes, right, Mrs. Biernacki, I'm sure that's going to happen. But give yourself time with your friends and your family as well. Maybe have the older siblings with the younger ones, read a story, play a game. Give yourself some time to reach out and talk to extended family and to your friends and other parents that are going through exactly the same thing that you're going through as well. Another tip I have for you is to try to embrace the technology. I know sometimes when we're unfamiliar with something, we go into it kicking and screaming and, oh no, I don't want to do this. And we are going to try to do everything we can to help you have some go-to videos that you can look at that will help you, particularly with Google Classroom. There's a couple of different ones that we'll be using, which is one of them is an introduction to Google Classroom, and another one is specific to how to turn an assignment in. That seems to be the area where most students and parents especially get tripped up. So we will have 2 videos out there for you for that. And also remember, the wonderful thing about one of the many wonderful things about children is that they embrace technology. They don't have the fear that we adults do, that we're going to press the wrong button and something's going to go wrong and oh my gosh and blah, blah, blah. They just dive right in and do it. So my guess is if your kids aren't familiar with the platforms that they're going to be learning, they will pick it up pretty quickly and they'll be able to teach you as well. So hang in there. We're going to get it through together. You don't have to be the expert. Check out the videos and always ask your kids. Another thing I just wanted to talk about was motivation. Sometimes it can feel very hard to be motivated or to keep that motivation when every day feels the same. Get up, eat breakfast, do e-learning, take a break, do more e-learning, have lunch, do more e-learning. So it's really important, and you'll see on the suggested schedules, again, which are entirely up to you to set the way it works for your family, to put in movement breaks in there, whether it be a quick walk outside, whether it be a little exercise session, whether it be just, going up and down stairs, whatever the case may be, just to get up and get moving. And try to mix it up a bit with combining some indoor and some outdoor things, maybe some creative things with crafts, some video game time maybe, and also have some board game time, some just quiet reading time alone, and just stay in touch with each other as much as you possibly can. Some students need a lot of motivation to stay on task, besides, the idea that they're going to get good grades if they get all of their things done. Sometimes that's just not enough motivation for kids. So a little no-cost reward for following the schedule, for if they follow the schedule, if they use their checklists, if they help with their siblings, if they finish all their assignments. These are all kinds of things that you could offer a reward of some kind. And it might be something simple like getting to stay up a little later one night, or on the weekend, if you're making pancakes, they get the extra pancake, or they get some Google chat time with their friends, or maybe for the younger ones, it's just one-on-one time with you to read together, or to cuddle, or to play a game. You know your kids, and you'll know what motivation will really drive them and what will make them want to succeed. And remember, don't be afraid to ask for help. As an SOS parent, you are probably more of an expert at managing time and resources and kids and schedules and all kinds of things than probably the rest of the world, quite honestly. When it gets crazy, and it undoubtedly will, remember that you are doing a great job. And this is an unprecedented time. So give yourself some space and some grace, and don't be afraid to ask for help. I believe there will be a bulletin board where you can post some questions, and I promise you I will do my very best to get back to you as quickly as possible. Take care.